And I gotta walk forward.
What's that look on your face? I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linney again.
Really? Even though she just apologized for shooting me? It's like, oh, I'm sorry. I shot you with the tranquilizer gun. I hope you don't hate me.
How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly.
What? In the sea?
I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Despite diving outside in the sea, it somehow affected FREMINET?
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Wait, how was Clorinde able to rescue FREMINET? Like, did she just rescue in the water and she wasn't affected herself?
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
What happened to the other person?
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
Yeah, well, you kind of piss off the other person. They don't think clearly. So, it's not going to work because your methods do get people emotionally compromised to the point where they're not going to give in. And even if it was to be reasonable, you gotta kind of work with them and level with them.
It would probably work on Newlywed. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
Wait, how would it work with Newlywed?
That's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Newlywed. It's
a bad sign when you have to tell the judge your reasoning by default.
Want some tea?
Wow, what a great off-ramp! Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Okay, if you want it, just take it. I don't care for small talk.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Well, now that you say it, I'm gonna ask her for a little more. And then she dried her hair, and that was it. Try to understand the situation, Lainey. There. Blah, 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 blah. God, that freaking echoey piano. Lainey's expression looks so tuscan. He's not. It seems like he'd rather not have Sigewinne touch FREMINET. Still, he didn't stop her. It seems obvious that FREMINET does require urgent medical care. By putting him in the acid water outside. Sigewinne's examining FREMINET carefully. She didn't look too upset, which is a good sign. I hope FREMINET will be okay.
How is he?
I want to ask, but I also want to smack you in the face for shooting him.
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical.
He drank a lot of seawater. That's gotta be full of bacteria.
Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more.
Yeah, water everywhere, but not a drop to drink because it'll probably kill you within the first few ingestions.
Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Was he forced to, or did he accidentally take his diving equipment off and he accidentally drank water?
Please, look after Mr. FREMINET for the moment.
I know it's
I'll go
hilarious
fetch
to
some
go
medicine
home
and a respirator. Oh,
okay.
I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
So you tranked a second person. Okay. Finally we got a soft touch in his face. It seems he trusts that she's being just said. He's being less tense. And Paimon is looking more sunburnt despite being indoors. How the hell does Paimon look sunburnt?
Linny, are you okay?
No, he's not. Why would you ask?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
No, they're not all here. Lynette is in the infirmary.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
Yes! And I could barely see Sigewinne in front of the Traveler.
Fremine? Is he...
Is he what?
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Eventually come to Fernie with her help for me. You won't let me read it fast enough! I almost drowned there. How the hell did I not drown? How am I still conscious while sitting up?
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Oh. Now what? Very well. Turn around.
Duke and Clarande are gone.
Yes, they are. So what? They said they were gonna go get tea. Why are you surprised?
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande needed a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Fremine out of the sea.
She was on corpse disposal, and then she found someone who wasn't really a corpse and decided, screw it, I'll treat it like a corpse anyways. When I say Fremine from the sea, it's just what happened there. Did its diving instruments get all compromised on the way in? There be the infirmary. Ugh.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Lenny. Lynette.
We're all here.
Where am I?
The infirmary! What else do you think this is?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long.
Yes! Also, didn't we ask you to put on your diving suit and go into the sea? But somehow, when you were given that goal, you didn't hear it from us.
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Yes.
It's okay.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
What happened after you stuck in the pipes?
Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Okay, now we actually get to see what happened in the sea. At the end over there. Do we actually get to play this for a minute? Ooh.
I'm in. Where could Master Child be?
Somewhere down there. Through the water. So we do get to play as Fremine. I'm probably gonna have to use his comet as well.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Child or whoever else was before here, Child? My guess is we're gonna have to do the gears and everything upstairs as well. Simple puzzle. Done. Okay. And done.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
My guess is I gotta lower it again, turn it, and then raise it. That's how I do it. Okay, I wasn't thinking ahead. There we go. That way it's not gonna get stuck on those obstacles. Sometimes it's trial and error. Okay. Now we can get going. Also, what's the,
Getting here!
Oh. He's ice. The hell? He's got a frickin' penguin with a dial on it?
This
What's
is
at
where
the
the
bottom?
water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Okay! So we have to go get in there. So...
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. There are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here.
Time to dive. What?
Wait. What the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on?
You're breathing in water. What do you expect?
No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
So you got to a certain point. There we go. Got back.
I can't die here.
I got right to the end.
I have to push on.
And that's how Chlorine Day came back. My god, I got all the way back. And I still failed! Because the plot said so!
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
That's true.
Miss Clarande, you say?
You're still too weak, Fremine. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days.
A guest? Then I can assume Wriothesley was the one who invited her to come down here?
So... Or maybe Nouvelette and the Hydro Archon, considering the fact that Chlorinde is more associated with them. But, yeah, with Wriothesley?
You should ask His Grace about that. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us?
No, please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Yeah, you want us to go down there and deal with the primordial seawater.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
So in other words, you are emotionally compromised.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a...
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't...
Thank
Fine.
you.
So we gotta go down that same pipe. How do we get down there? Le Deluge! Le Deluge. Now, Duke! What do you got me? 3, 2, 1, and up.
Excuse me?
Hi.
I take it Mr. FREMINET'S condition has stabilized?
Yes!
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegewin?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clarande. How are you feeling?
Because she is also exposed to the primordial seawater as well?
Mostly fine.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
Okay, you're wondering if she was also affected as well.
All right. Thank you for looking.
Well, want to explain yourself, Wriothesley?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Could you enlighten us as to why the sea down there has primordial seawater?
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever...
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
Concerning the fact that he prepared for the Fatui within his ranks, my guess is he's had some idea, but not quite. But he simply just put him in the right direction according to his mind.
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
Yes, he had some idea, but he only knew through the Traveler.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Uh-huh, why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape. But in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own.
So he left the place?
Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
Yeah, you'd rather let them do the hard work? You'd rather let us do the work while you sit back and do little... Why are you respected again?
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that FREMINET has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise.
Things didn't go as planned. The plan was to find him. The plan didn't involve the primordial seawater, but then again, that happened regardless whether the plan was in motion or not.
The Forbidden Zone has always been Lenny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Even if he was, so what?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another form of prison? I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
I just happen to know a thing or two of what happens in prison. Okay.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited...
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work.
Why? Why did you pay her?
As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
So, here we have our third party.
And saving FREMINET was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
What? So the Forbidden exists? What's inside of it?
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts.
And what happens if Child's whereabouts involves the Forbidden Zone? Does it?
All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to FREMINET.
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Are you gonna set us up for having to deal with another answer that's gonna be more harder to get next time?
Yeah, Paimon really wants...
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Yes! Let me guess. Are you gonna tell me that they're all against me and that they're plotting to kill me at one point? It's not the first time, so say it!
Follow me.
Okay. Why is he so secretive? Is there a secret bookshelf in here? No. Hello? Secret staircase that goes lower than this staircase.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Wriothesley.
Maybe this is where the infirmary is connected underground.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
Okay, it's a prison with hidden passageways in different areas. It goes further down. Okay.
Stand on the central plate.
Okay, you're standing there as well.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa!
Ooh. No, it's an elevator. Once everyone's taken the position, the circuit plate begins to move slowly move downstairs. Downwards.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
And that is...
What a huge door!
just like the other door that we came in through. But somehow this is huge?
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone.
Isolation gates. Is this solitary?
Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
No. Unless they share some information with me, then in which case, yes.
Well,
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Okay. So, the Forbidden Zone.